What's going on, guys? My name is Garrett from the Jobless Gamers, and I'm here with Mr. Boss for the win.
Hello.
The Saints fan.
What is up?
And today we're doing Squadcast episode 25. That's a lot of episodes, guys, and I'm glad you guys have been enjoying them. This is our weekly series we do every single Saturday. It's a podcast that covers general gaming, GTA 5, and GTA Online DLC and news. And Ross, what are our topics this week?
We are going to be talking about the flight school update, obviously the San Andreas flight school update, something that came out today, or excuse me, this week. We're going to be talking about some leaked weapons, including a thermite bomb and a flare gun. We're also going to be talking about a really weird male stripper leak, which I know.
Oh, baby.
Definitely really weird.
Yeah,
I know that's the one Austin's excited for.
Oh,
it's getting hot in here. And then obviously we're going to talk about SpeakPipe, which is your questions that you send in, and we give you guys a good answer. So that's what's on the schedule for today.
So I'm pretty excited for this episode. Austin, let's have you take the first topic of the flight school DLC.
Yep.
What are your thoughts about the changes, the additions, the removals of everything that came with the San Andreas flight school, and then we'll just go from there.
Yeah, so I think the flight school, unfortunately, it definitely was not one of the best updates or DLCs. Now, obviously, there's some people who were like super excited for this that, flew jets all the time, and this was like, their thing. But for a lot of us, we don't fly jets or do this stuff that often. It's just something that happens every now and then. So that's why I think like the big thing was, a lot of people weren't too excited about, or not excited about it, but it didn't really last too long. But I think it did some good things with the patch, which I'm definitely kind of excited for. Now missions, like Rooftop Rumble kind of sucks now, but at least there's going to be more variety, which is better in the long run instead of just playing Rooftop Rumble over and over again. So overall, I think I would give it maybe like a B-, C+.
Ooh, that's generous for me.
Yeah.
Really?
Wait. Out of 10, what would you rate it?
That's a C. That's like a 7 or an 8.
Probably like a 6.
I was gonna say 6 or maybe
5.5 or 6.
7.
Because the stuff was really cool. Like, don't get me wrong, the Bezra and the Miljet, like having 15 of your friends, like that's awesome. But the longevity sucks. It's like I'm not gonna do that for very long before I'm bored or disinterested in what's going on. So
I personally think that the stuff that came with the DLC was really cool. I think that the Besra, the Swift, the Miljet, the new flight suit, all those things, the missions, the flight school were really cool, but it's just so expensive. I think that the general population of GTA Online players just could not afford most of the stuff that was added in this recent DLC or patch 1.16. And in my personal opinion, if I were to rate it on a 1 to 10, it would have to be at least a 6, maybe even lower, just because I feel bad for those that just can't afford it. And especially if you can't afford cash cards in real life or don't have time to farm missions.
it's almost like this DLC didn't exist.
Yeah, literally. There's nothing you can participate in this DLC if you didn't have any money in game or in real life to spend for cash cards. So
Yeah, and the thing that sucks is like most or pretty much all the other DLCs, you only needed to buy one shark card. That's $20, and that's kind of reasonable. I get their DLCs are free, but if you are busy with school, work, whatever, $20 for a DLC, that's what normally DLCs cost for any other game.
Mm-hmm.
So, that'd be fair. But this one, you needed to buy like the what is it, like $60 worth of shark cards for everything. So that's where it definitely got kind of out of hand, I think.
But overall, did you like the things that were added? Like, let's say price wasn't an issue. Did you like the things that were added in terms of just what Rockstar decided to do for this past DLC?
I think it was lacking. Like, it definitely they could have added more.
That was
And I
definitely
think
something I
that's-
saw a lot too. Like,
Yeah, a
everyone's
lot of
saying it's
people-
lacking.
A lot of people were really disappointed that, they did add these vehicles, but normally we would get weapons, we would get a bunch of clothes, we would get, masks, we would get haircuts, all this other stuff, and we got one flight suit.
And that's one of the things I addressed in a video I did the other day, where in the trailer for the GTA 5 San Andreas Flight School update, you saw a lot of clothes that we don't have in the game available to us. So there was a big consensus that, wow, we're getting all this new clothes, we got some new pants, maybe we could take off our shirt, and people were automatically thinking, oh, we can go to the gym and work out, which that wasn't the case, of course. But like, there was a lot of people just speculating off the trailer. And I guess people overhyped it for themselves. Like, oh my god, we're going to have this amazing DLC. And then when it finally came out, they were like, oh man, this is not what I was looking forward to.
I think that was filmed on
the
next
DLC
gen.
was definitely the DLC was definitely overhyped.
Yeah, it was overhyped, and I think it was, Ross. I personally
Because did you see the abs and the boobs on that girl and guy?
Well,
Like, come on
all right.
now.
Well, no, I think that actually happens because I don't know. A lot of people, because I tweeted that out when the trailer came out, and people were saying it didn't, like, the lighting just wasn't. It didn't look as good as you would hope for it to be on next gen.
it just looked really nice.
It was
too
definitely good for an Xbox 360
It was
or
it was
PS3.
definitely doctored more than we have available to us on Xbox 360.
sure.
There was definitely some extra things because it was just too fluid. I mean, even when we record content, we have to color correct the hell out of our videos sometimes because the gamma's just really off or it just doesn't look as good on our computers that we would see it on Xbox 360. Just like bringing it over to your PC just doesn't look that great. No matter what capture card you do, and every YouTuber for the most part always color corrects. I'm sure you guys do as well, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it just doesn't look very nice. Like, it doesn't look attractive. And, like, if you look at any of my videos in the past from, like, when GTA 5 first came out, you can see the difference from now to back then. It looks like I'm playing a different game because it's just so different. But I think the Flight School update could have had more, but I really do appreciate the fact that Rockstar went ahead and added new missions. Because I got to give it to them. There's a lot of new missions that they added.
There is, yeah, for
Like,
sure,
a ton.
and that's one of the things that although the DLC part wasn't the greatest, but like the patch part, I kind of think it was definitely pretty good because the new missions, the mission payouts, they added a feature, just a little thing where a tank now appears as a different icon on the map, so you know that it's just a D-bag freaking killing everybody, so you can get around him. Now I will say. And I don't know if you guys have noticed this, and if anybody follows me on live stream, you know how mad I get when it freaking happens to me. When you hit up on the D-pad twice.
Oh, my God,
your
the
stupid
Snapmatic.
camera.
Oh, my God.
That
Who
sucks.
in their right mind made that? The only reasons you get your camera is to go up to contacts or to go down to the internet or the camera. So freaking why would they make it so where you hit the damn up button
Well,
and you go to the camera?
It's a good concept, but they did it wrong because if you
right?
double tap the D-pad like twice, like boom boom, nothing happens. But if you do it like a normal fashion, like you open it and then do it again, that's when it opens the phone. So
It
or
always
the
gets
camera.
me killed.
It screws me up all the time. Like-
It definitely, I don't think it was one of the best additions, but I think Rockstar really wants to encourage us using the Snapmatic. And that's definitely, that's like YouTube forcing us to use Google Plus.
Yeah.
It's like,
Well,
it's
funny.
here, use it.
Well, no, it's funny because you mentioned that like Snap-O-Matic doesn't work for half the people anyway. Like they can't get into their social club account because either I think it's like an age restriction thing or something along those lines. And it's funny because like people were mad because they can't even take pictures. And
I can take pictures, but I never use it because I just don't have a reason to really.
yeah. I mean, yeah, it was a good concept, but definitely, I don't know who play tested that Rockstar, but come on, man, come on.
Definitely a good idea. Let's force the Snapmatic down people's throat. And maybe they didn't even notice that people just like up, down really quick to get their phone out. I always do that. And the first time I did it in single player, I was like, why does my freaking camera keep coming out? I was
Yeah,
so
right?
confused. I was like,
Right?
all right, I just want to
Like,
get
wait.
my phone out, and I just takes out my camera every time.
Well, yeah, because you like I said, like when you open up your phone, you always hit up twice and then to the right to go to contacts. So like, why would they make the most popular like series of buttons another thing? But anyway, that's like my only major. Well, it's not even a major complaint, but that just annoys the
It's
hell
an
out of me.
annoying complaint.
There should be an option to turn it off, like to have it.
That'd be very
on
nice.
and off.
Like yeah, that'd be super nice. So
That
for
would just
you
solve
guys,
everything.
like to be honest, with all the things we just covered in terms of this Flight School DLC and the update and the patch 1.16, overall patch 1.16, including the update, hit or miss.
Miss.
I don't
Austin?
know. I mean, it's like in the middle because it did. I mean,
Listen, you can't half strike out.
No, it's definitely a miss. Like the trailer
Yeah.
looked so cool. Like and I know they probably spent so
You know-
long on that. And it's
You know
like,
why the trailer looked cool? Because it had explosions and tits.
probably.
Boom. Dude, we're just going to put that in every single one of our Squadcast.
right?
Every time we could jump into a new freaking topic, boom, explosions, and then tits bouncing.
I mean, that's what it was. That was the entire trailer.
Yeah, I
There
would
was
say.
a lot more to it, Ross.
But I mean, that was a big chunk of it.
No, it was like 2 seconds.
That's the only part Ross looked at.
Yeah.
Ross was on. He just kept going back to that volleyball scene.
Yeah, that's
With
it.
abs. Ross was like, "Dang, this is my part
This
right
is
here.
my scene.
This is what I'm into right
Yeah.
here. Oh yeah."
Yeah, Rockstar knows their demographic.
Okay,
Oh my
so
god.
Austin,
But yeah,
hit
I
or
think.
miss?
Okay, honestly, if we waited 6 weeks for this, the longest between DLCs is definitely a miss. Just because we were expecting so much, and they failed to deliver. So that's the only reason, man. Like, yeah, they fit the mod or the update patched. Well, I guess it didn't even patch some of the mods because I've been getting tweets saying
There's
there's
UFOs
back.
everywhere.
Yeah, the Jeep goes back.
Like, oh
I
my
couldn't believe
god!
it.
So that's unfortunate. But
That's unfortunate.
I mean, it did some good things, but yeah, overall, man, waiting 6 weeks
Basically,
for this,
Austin saying it's a miss.
yeah,
Yeah,
kinda.
I think if time was an issue, like if they released it right at the beginning of the month, it would have been a little different. I think the outcome, people wouldn't have been so upset. Oh, never mind. People would have still been pissed. Yep, never mind.
Yeah,
I was gonna try to
Yeah.
save, just be like, on the bright side, but no, there's really no bright side. A lot of people just hated this update. They just said, I mean,
well, it's just because it wasn't filling, like I said, like the other ones. Like the other ones gave us so much extra stuff, and a lot of, like, honestly, a lot of people really do enjoy having so many clothing options and so many, like the weapons and everything that are new, because it gives them something else to do. Where you get a new plane that we can't even customize. It's okay. I flew it around. Like, that doesn't last too long. And that's where I think they went wrong with this DLC.
Definitely.
I think, yeah. And the thing is, like I always say, Rockstar is trying to make GT Online their longevity. This is what's going to fund their other games eventually. I mean,
Yeah.
they're making so much money off cash cards and things like that, where this will definitely fund future games. I mean, Red Dead
GTAs.
Redemption, yeah, future GTAs and stuff like that. So, I mean, I can't. They're not purposely releasing bad content. I mean, it
Well,
don't
no, this
make sense.
dude, this was the first one that was
The beach
besides
bum.
the beach bum. Yeah, this was one like notch above beach bum, but it's below everything else.
There will never be
And-
another beach bum.
Yeah, right. And that's what was kind of disappointing. Now, I actually saw, and I don't know how true this is, but somebody said that this might have been the first DLC that wasn't from, like, I guess, cut content. Like,
You mean pre-made stuff? I saw
pre-made.
that too. That this
Yeah.
was the first one that they actually had to like make.
Think of, yeah.
Yeah.
And
It was creative as hell. Like it was a very creative
Yeah.
DLC, but it's just when you don't give people the ability to customize things, that's when they get upset. And I
Mhm.
mean, like,
and maybe if what we're saying is true, and they have like the three guys that we always talk about. We have the three guys working on like the old school, like the DLCs and stuff, and then like pretty much everybody else is focusing on next gen. I could see why, if the DLC was lacking, because probably most of their resources are going to making next gen heists and finishing all that other stuff that they have planned for the future. But still, man, it I don't know.
it's just kind of
Yeah,
like meh. Like,
It was. It didn't fill that GTA 5 DLC need that I had in my heart.
like the hipster DLC, I was like, wow, look at all these cars. I get to customize all of them. There's so many new clothing options. Like, just it was, and that, in my opinion, that was the best one. The hipster. I don't know about you guys. What do you
it
think
was.
the best
Yeah.
one?
It was one of the best.
Or
Yeah,
high
I
life,
think so.
hipster or high life. That has to
It
be.
was,
think
it was
High Life,
hipster,
just
high
the
life,
high-
or maybe even like the
High Life for
Valentine's.
sure, because the cars.
You mean the
Zentorno,
Zentorno, Massacre? Those are the two
Still my
best
favorites.
DLC cars we've gotten so
Yeah,
far.
they
So,
were.
Sure.
But I
But,
think eventually Rockstar will allow us to customize everything, though. Hopefully. I mean, that would just make so much sense. You just like drive it into a hangar and you just customize like Los
I know.
Santos
Man,
custom.
I don't know why they don't, because like we've said it before so many times.
And there's so many
so many-
goddamn hangars that are
There's so
they're
many
not doing anything.
opportunities to make money, like actual money. Look at probably a lot of you guys viewing this have no idea, but Counter-Strike Go, or what is
Or
it?
just
Is that it?
kind of go, or even
freaking
use
make
Call of Duty
bank. They make bank on all these like
skins.
skins and stuff.
League of Legends, same thing.
Yeah,
Like the-
Rockstar could do that.
Yeah, just
it
skins
solves
for your
everybody's
car.
problem.
Or community
Rockstar
people
could.
can submit their community designs for their cars, like skins. That'd be so cool. But I'm sure it's a lot harder to do than actually say. Like, we can say to do this, but it's probably hard as hell to implement.
For sure it is, but man, if they want to make money,
they're making
a good
enough
way.
money. I think they're making a lot of money right now, and they're just trying to please the masses. And it's really, really hard. As content creators, us three know that it's extremely hard to please the masses.
You can't please everybody. Like I said, with this DLC, some of you guys probably love it. You know, if you are into flying,
let us know
that stuff.
Yeah, let us know in the comments what you guys thought. I can't believe we even asked you guys yet, but the viewers watching right now, let us know in the comment section right this second what you thought of the Flight School DLC. Did you love it? Did you hate it? What were your favorite things about it? And what would you wish they added instead? Of course, heist, casino DLC, things like that. What would you rather have seen than a Flight School or a patch 1.16 update like this?
Well, and then speaking of things like that we wanted to see added, let's talk about the Hydra a little bit, because this was something that
this was a hot topic.
Yeah, it was. It was leaked before, I think, by Chrome. He found some code in the game, and everybody's like, dude, if the Hydra comes, that's going to be amazing, and all this stuff. And it never came, and
it sucks.
A lot of people were disappointed.
It
honestly,
sucks because it discredits Chrome, and I don't think it should. I mean, Chrome has been right so many times, and just because it didn't come out with this update doesn't mean it's not coming out in the future.
Exactly, because we all know, what was it, the gold paint job that came out before, like, the hipster update or something?
Even the tire smokes.
Yeah, one of those, it came out before one update, but it never came in that update. It came in the update afterwards, so you gotta realize that. But honestly, if they added the Hydra in this DLC, like, this DLC would have been probably one of the best ones. But
do you think? Or would
the Hydra?
Or would it have just been another jet?
Yeah. Can you imagine how expensive it would have been?
The Hydra, that's like, I don't know. That's one of the problems I think a lot of people didn't like about the Bessera, was that, like, it's fun to fly, but it's fun to kill people. And yeah, there would be some, issues with Pegasus vehicles and jets and, killing people, just calling them over and over again, and it would lead to griefing. But at the end of the day, people like to kill other people in GTA, and that's why I think the Hydra would have been so cool. But one of the reasons, and you guys can let me know how you think on this, the Hydra, it just wouldn't have made sense in the Flight School.
I was just about to say that.
It would make more sense in, like, a military DLC.
I was literally just about to say that too.
Yeah. So, if you think about it, maybe they do have a military planned, or a military DLC planned for the future, because it seemed like from the trailer they have a bunch of
even the attack helicopter that's missing,
the Hunter.
Yeah,
like
the
Hunter. Yeah,
that's still missing. So things are still coming, and we have all these new weapons that have been talked about in the past but haven't been released yet, that are already in the game that aren't released. So I think maybe patch 1.17 might be a huge DLC that has, like, a bunch of weapons, or, like, maybe even a military DLC. Is there any holidays coming up?
No, well, here's the thing. All right, so it's September, and then October, and then November. So, September, that's the anniversary of GTA. There has to be something big for that.
I don't know if it's an anniversary DLC. There has to be, or a retro DLC.
Retro, yeah, that'd be perfect. Let's just say October, Halloween.
Yep.
And then November, next gen. So,
it makes sense.
I mean, those are just some things, but at this point, I guess we just have to wait and see, which sucks, man.
Yeah, we're gonna have to wait, and that's the thing about Rockstar. They always keep you waiting. They always like.
Bro, they freaking gave us one day, Monday. Hey, the thing's coming out tomorrow, with the Flight School, but. Hey, I guess that's what Rockstar likes to do.
That's just what they do. That's
got to deal with it.
Yep. So let's go ahead and move into the next topic: explosions, leaked weapons,
and tits.
Now the tits bounce. We get the thermite bomb and the flare gun.
Yep.
Yeah. So these are
you can take this, Ross.
Yeah. I mean, this information came out a few days ago, leaked by a few reputable guys: Steve Hacker, Chrome Mods, just a few of those guys. And essentially, it was two weapons, one of them being a flare gun and the other one being a thermite bomb. And what instantly came to my mind was heist weapons, because you would use, like, a flare gun to either spot something, and you would use a thermite bomb, which is essentially short for a fire bomb, and that's used to melt like steel and other heavy metals, which would be like a safe door. So
Now, would you thinking like the thermite bomb would be similar to like a sticky bomb, but instead of like
you have to
exploding?
physically attach it and then prime it.
Okay, so because I saw something that it could be some sort of like claymore type of thing, where I mean I don't know I haven't actually seen this information, so I'm just going off what you guys are telling
Yeah,
me here.
you
But
like stick it to a wall, or like, and it blows up.
yeah, I mean that would make total sense with heists, especially with all the doors and stuff that you'd have to go through. But I'm not sure about this flare gun. Like I don't know.
Yeah, I guess you use a flare gun for
Why?
like spotting a target or
What?
something like that. I mean, that's
Like,
really
in
the
re-
only thing
like,
I know.
There's, because like let's see, they have, I think it's the stun gun that was in the game, or
Right.
that like was modded into the game, and if they added that, that wouldn't really. I mean, it would just lead to griefing. I don't know really what a flare
A
gun.
flare gun.
Let us
I would
know in
have a
the
lot of
comment
fun with a
section.
flare gun, though.
I mean, would that pretty much be like the rocket launcher with fireworks?
It'd be like a pistol firework launcher.
I mean, yeah, like what,
That's like
there's
about it.
nothing.
But I mean,
maybe unless it's I'm trying to think. I don't know if it was in as in the single player or not, but for some reason I'm just like thinking of some mission where like they shot the flare gun in the air and like a helicopter. I don't know, man.
I mean, it
I
would be
haven't played the
cool.
single player in a while.
I
maybe
think
it was,
there's
like,
I
some
think there's
indicator.
four there's 4 DLC weapons that are found in the code that haven't been released yet. One of them is the Scar, one of them is the heavy MG, and then these
Yeah.
2 recent ones being the thermite bomb and the flare gun. And
I'm
I don't
wondering,
even know
though-
when these are going to come out.
And that's the thing, like, we don't know anything. Like, we've had the assault rifle and the MG in, like, the weapons list for a long time. I
Yeah,
think, like,
patch 1.08.
2 patches.
Patch 1.08.
Oh, even further.
Yeah, so
Holy Jesus.
8 patches.
8 patches. Those guns have been in there just chilling. Just like, hey, there's guns here, but we're not releasing them because we want to save them for a super special DLC, apparently. So,
Well, what do you think the flare gun and the thermite bomb are all about, Garrett?
I think that the flare gun is an opportunity to set people on fire. I don't know, man. Like, I know you can
That's what
shoot
we
in
were
the
saying,
air,
like, it's not.
but, like, there's literally no use to a flare gun that I can think of.
There's
I made a
not.
video about this on, I don't know what day, I think it was Thursday, talking about how, like, a flare gun's used when you're in distress.
Yeah, for like
Yeah.
spotting and whatnot.
Yeah, you shoot in the air, so, like, either you're in distress or to signal. I don't understand what you can use it for in GTA 9.
No.
Like, hey, do you shoot a flare gun? There's a guy here with a bounty that's killing me. Like, I don't, I don't know. I really can't imagine what it would be used for. Maybe it could be used in a mission for heists. I mean,
Yeah, that's
It's like-
the only logical thing I
'cause
can think of.
when you think of a thermite bomb and a flare gun, there's no real use for them in GTA Online when it comes to actual
Just free roam.
gameplay. Just
Yeah.
normal gameplay. Like, what are you gonna melt someone's car? No, it wouldn't work.
Yeah.
With
so
a thermite bomb?
exactly. So like, you're not gonna just place bombs on someone's Intorno and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna melt your car." So there's no real use for the thermite bomb and flare gun in normal GTA Online gameplay, but I can see it being used in missions for GTA Online heists, so that a part of the mission, you're the stand in a certain area, shoot a flare gun, and then you get picked up by your teammates. Stuff like that, I could see happening.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
But-
Like, and even like the flare gun in just online, I don't like the render distance. Like, it probably wouldn't even be that
You
far.
wouldn't be able to see it.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's probably definitely for whether it's heist or just some missions. I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
But just
I
let
think.
us know in the comments.
Yeah, let us know what you guys think about the newest leaked weapons and what you guys think the other leaked weapons are for the assault rifle and the MG that were released so long ago. When do you think those will come out? Let us know in the comments. And with that, let's go ahead and explode, show some tits, and then the male stripper leak. So this is probably, Austin's
Yeah,
favorite
what-
DLC or leak that's ever been
Actually,
done.
I haven't even seen this
Oh.
or heard about it.
You should definitely listen because I'm
Yeah?
pretty sure you would have a raging boner for this, Austin, because, everyone knows that you're into dudes. And I'm just kidding. He's not really into dudes. That's totally a lie. But basically, the male stripper leak was recently leaked by Lazy Gamer. And it includes basically, I think, everything you would hear from a female stripper in GTA 5 now in a male's voice. That sounds extremely, extremely
Weird.
gay.
Yeah, to say the least.
Yeah, I mean, it is just very, very disturbing. And if Rockstar opens up the Cockatoo Club,
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, it probably has something to do with that. Because wasn't that?
Cockatoo
Yeah,
Club?
thing.
Is that real?
yeah, it's the
Yeah,
one
that
where like
was
the
one of the-
transvestites stand outside of.
Yeah.
What?
We talked about that a couple episodes ago.
God, I don't listen
It
to
was the
transvestite
leak.
talk.
God,
Oh man.
Austin took me there once. No, but it's literally like a strip club, or it's a club for transvestites that pretty much, or cross dressers.
Oh,
I would say.
perfect.
So, you ever seen the cross dressers in GTA Online?
I have, and this stripper doesn't sound like a normal male. It sounds like what you're describing, a cross-dresser transvestite. And like, would they put that in the game? That's just creepy weird. That's not like
Oh,
Rockstar weird.
it's
That's like
Rockstar.
creepy weird. No, there's a difference
You
between
never
Rockstar
know.
weird
Yeah,
and
it's
creepy
true.
weird.
That's true. I don't know. That's
I can
that's
see them
definitely
doing it.
interesting. I
can
can
see
definitely
it.
see him doing it.
God, what goes on at that office? Like,
Hey, look, they got to appeal to all audiences.
oh yeah, all the masses. They're a large demographic of cross-dressing transvestite. They would love to
I'm
see
sure-
their group represented well in
I'm
Grand
sure
Theft
there's
Auto.
I mean, Austin's a living, breathing advocate here. He's the perfect example. You see, that's why he said they have to appeal to everybody.
Right?
Austin feels left out. He's like,
Can't
my
be left
people,
out, man.
My
my
people.
people feel left out. He
I'm
put
a
it,
consultant for him.
yeah, he put in a special request.
In fact, that's
like-
Austin doing the voiceover.
Yeah. Little voice modification.
Oh gosh.
Oh,
Oh, jeez, I swear, this Squadcast has just been all over the place.
Yeah.
Like, this is actually one of the, I think, better Squadcasts we've had, just because it's been so funny in terms of just explosion and tits, and now male stripper league. It's just been great. I can't wait to hear the squeak pipe questions because.
This has the potential to be legendary.
But anything you want to add really quickly about the male stripper league?
No.
Oh. Okay. No. Let's get on the topic already.
I know,
All right.
good lord.
All right.
Let's go
Speak
to the-
pipe, please.
pipe.
No transvestites.
So yeah, real quick, just want to mention two things. One, definitely go check out our Squadcast Reddit if you haven't already. We'll leave that link in the description. It's pretty cool, because we post some stuff on there. But also go follow us all on Twitter, so you know when we actually tweet out
Speak
for you
pipe
to
stuff.
leave a voicemail. So we have a couple questions here.
Oh, baby.
And the first one, let me turn my volume up.
Oh,
First one here
God.
is from David. And let's go ahead and hit play.
Please be normal, David.
Hey, Saints and Mr. Ross for the win and Jobless Karen.
Dom is alive.
You know that unfinished building, like right in the center, in the middle of the city? What do you think it's going to be? And do you think it could have any affiliation with any DLC coming up anytime soon? Thanks. Love you guys.
That's actually a really
Jobless
good.
Carrot.
That,
What do you
that's
think?
a really good question. And he's actually the first person to ever say Jobless Garrett. So hey,
No, I think he said jobless carrot because that's what you make.
Yeah, I
fun of
heard
you on
carrot
live
too.
stream. I'm pretty sure, that dude watches my live streams. He knows what's up. 'Cause
Whatever.
I always call Ross Mr. Ross for the win, and we call you Garrett the Carrot.
listen, whatever. Okay, I don't care. Thank you for the question. But I got a message the other day from someone saying that that building that is under construction, with
It's
every
been on
patch,
construction for like a year, man.
yeah, with every patch, it's been getting upgrades. Have you guys?
I don't know if
I don't
it has.
think so. It's not
I
that
don't think
dynamic.
so either because it's a part of a bunch of missions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you remember the very first trailer, the only one that had Michael in it? And he was like,
Yeah.
you remember why I moved here? It's the weather or something like that. I thought that building was going to grow over the campaign.
Yeah,
But that didn't happen. So
Dude, how cool would it be? Is if or like when next gen comes out, like GTA Online progresses like
real
over
a
time.
month or
Yeah.
something,
that's
and that
that's what
building
it,
becomes.
that's what people thought when it first came out. Like because this is an ever evolving
World.
map, right? Or world. That's what they
Yeah.
had said. So
But, oh well.
Yeah.
I guess that's just not
I don't
a thing.
know. I mean, yeah, I don't know what. I
I
don't
mean,
know what
that's,
it could
that's,
be.
that's one thing they actually got right about LA, unfinished buildings. They just didn't get the traffic right. Traffic in LA
traffic
is
is freaking horrible.
ridiculous. You like need to go 2 miles? Well, pack your overnight bag because you're not getting any.
you're gonna be sleeping in your car for
Yeah.
a bit.
You're never gonna get
It
there.
was pretty freaking bad. I'll never forget. But let's move on to the next question. That was actually
Alright.
a really good question.
Yeah, that
So
was a good
Philip
question.
here. Let's see.
Hey Squad, do you think that Rockstar will be implementing any military clothing in the next update, because there was no clothing in the flight school update? Thank you. Love your guys' videos too.
Yeah, so
I think we talked about that for military DLC. Yeah.
yeah, I don't know if it's gonna be next update, but I think they definitely are gonna be adding that. It's like, why would they add it in the trailer and not release it?
That's what I was
You know,
looking
future.
forward to the most. The guys that were wearing
Yeah.
like the army stuff.
And the
Yeah, like I
abs.
kind of knew we weren't gonna get the abs. Like, come on, it's
The abs.
that's well, like working out. That's just something that wouldn't make sense, or that probably wouldn't even work on
Current gen.
the current gen. So maybe next gen that would happen, but I don't think that is a thing, because I mean, school as it would be, it just, I don't know how like going to a gym in
How
GTA
applicable that
Online
would be.
would that be fun?
This
Yeah,
isn't a
like,
real life
I don't know.
simulator.
Oh,
Actually,
I had
you
this
never
discussion
know.
today. It might be, man. The economy is, all the stuff they're doing, man. They're trying to make it real life, apparently.
It's a retirement simulator.
Yeah, right.
Perfect.
Do we have any more
think-
speak pipes?
Yeah, I think that the squeak. One more squeak pipe and we should be good.
Do we have
All
any
right.
more?
Yes, we do. So Daniel Salvatierra, probably said your name wrong, but here's his question.
Hey Squad, do you think it is possible that GTA 5 on next gen and PC will have co-op for single player? I know not all missions do use all three characters, but certain missions do. You think you'd be able to play those with your friends or something like that? You guys are awesome. Keep up the good work. I really enjoy listening to all your Squadcast. And have a good day.
Very, very nice. Hey, thank you, man, for all the support. We appreciate it. And what do you think, Ross? Do you think it's going to be a co-op available in the future? And would you like to see it?
I would like to see it, but I do not think so, just because that's never been GTA style. Like, even when they had the ability to Xbox Live and PlayStation Network on the old generation, what we call it now, 360 and PS3, they didn't do it for Grand Theft Auto 4. So it would be kind of a surprise to see them do it on GTA 5.
I think it'd be really cool. What about
It'd
you,
be
Austin?
really cool.
Yeah. I mean, that's definitely something that's awesome. Multiplayer is one thing, but a lot of games, they don't have that co-op thing. I remember, I think it was World at War. That was like
They had a
long
great
time ago.
co-op campaign.
They had a great co-op, and I love playing that with my friends, because zombies and multiplayer is fun, but playing the story with friends, and even like a Borderlands or something like that, that's what makes those games the co-op. And yeah, I don't know how possible it would be, because like you said, in the some of the missions, they may not have that, because not every mission you're playing with all three characters. But I don't know, maybe if like I was thinking, maybe if like there's a way to have it so where like three people would go into the game, and like maybe when you start up a mission, like it's like a connected universe, and each person's like Franklin or Michael or Trevor. I mean, that's probably the only way they could ever do
The
it.
concept is really cool, but it'd be kind of hard to execute.
Yep. I think so as well.
Well, and even the final mission. that was-
Yeah.
Yeah, would someone
Not,
die?
not to
You'd
give any
have to pick
spoilers.
between one of your
No, there's
friends.
no spoilers. The
It's-
game's been
it's
out for a
like,
year.
The
If you haven't
game's been out
beaten
for
the
a
game,
year.
I know what you always complain. You spoiled it for me.
it's like, dude, beat the game. It's been out for 11 months.
Right?
Like, are you serious?
At this point, like, if you're not gonna beat it, you're just like, who cares? But yeah, man, that'd be so. You'd have to choose between friends.
That's like
Who you
being
would kill
told
or not.
the ending of like the original Ghostbusters came out in like 1980. Like, if you
Don't
haven't-
ruin it for me, dude.
Listen,
All right.
don't spoil the Titanic for me.
Yeah,
don't
seriously.
spoil the Titanic. The ship lives. That was
Did
terrible.
you see the freaking
Dude, the
meme?
the Titanic
Oh,
just
yeah.
wanted everybody to do the ice bucket challenge.
The Titanic nominates everyone for the ice bucket shot.
That was so messed
That
up.
was great, dude.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's
But let's go ahead and wrap this Squadcast up. This has been Squadcast episode 25. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure you guys do drop a like. Let's get a keyword. Ross, Austin, what you guys want to be for the keyword?
Male stripper. No.
Just make it money. M-O-N-E-Y. Money.
Yeah, money.
God, you guys are like
Money.
You guys are so late to like respond. It's like,
Well, you put me on the
think
spot.
about it.
I started looking around my desk for like keywords. I couldn't find anything.
I want to
that came
come
to mind.
up with a good. I want to come up with a good word. Man.
Wait, so not money?
No, money's a good one.
No, it's just money. It's fine.
Money's good. It works with the strippers. All
Yeah,
right, money
money.
it is. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure you guys check out everyone's
Yeah.
channel down in the description.
Tits are explosion.
Tits or explosion. Oh, that's
These are
actually
money
better.
tits or
Yeah,
explosion.
money tits
You
or
know what?
explosion. We want to see you guys
Yeah, I
stat.
know it.
We want to see like 1,000 comments.
Or
each.
do all the three.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's go for I don't know how many likes. 2,000, 1,000, a billion. And we'll see you guys next week with another Squadcast episode because we do this every week, or tomorrow with the brand new GTA 5 video. Later, guys.
See ya.